Drive rush, the most important, intriguing, annoying mechanic in Street Fighter 6. Let's learn it. All right, so to perform a drive rush, we all know, and if you don't know, it's medium punch, medium kick, and double tap forward, then you get the animation. All right, so yeah, that's just the basics of it. If you guys haven't seen my other video, Perfect Parry Like a Pro, I talk about the setting for parry, which helps you with drive rush also. So quickly go to your control settings, at the control mapping. What I have mine set to is L1. Got it? So this is just me pressing L1 so I can get the parry. So if I was to do a drive rush, all I would have to do is hold L1 and double tap forward. But there's a better way to do it, which is called an instant drive rush. So what you would have to do is press forward, parry, and forward again at the same time, and you'll get an instant drive rush. As you can see, it's much easier, much quicker. The reason why you don't want to do it by pressing and holding L1, because you lose more meter, and you know how important the drive gauge is, so you want to keep as much as you can. Also, what it does, it makes it really obvious that you're about to do something. If somebody's sitting holding parry, the person on the other end is either gonna guess you're gonna drive rush, or you're going to sit there stagnant and they're gonna come and throw you. And now with the update, there's a different way to do it. If you whiff a light attack and press the parry button, you get a drive rush also, like so. If you look at the virtual controller, you see that that's exactly what happens. And this uses a lot more of your drive gauge. So I wouldn't even recommend doing this. You lose 3 bars doing it that way. You lose 1 doing it the instant way. Let's talk about how to implement drive rush into your gameplay. All right, so let's say you're at neutral. Both you guys are guessing on what you guys want to do. What I usually do is try to size up my opponent to see what's going on. So what I would possibly do is drive rush, but when I drive rush in, I use an attack that's positive on block. So on Blanca, his back medium is positive on block, and this is only in the neutral state that I do this. And if you don't know about frame data, don't worry, I have a guide coming out, so stay tuned. Just a quick thing at the bottom, that's the frame bar. When I'm rushing, you see at the bottom it's blue. 6F means I'm positive 6 frames. I'll explain that later on. But yeah, I'll rush in with a move that's positive just to try to frame trap them in the neutral. And remember, always use your instant drive rush. Get used to that, keep the muscle memory. Or basically go into block string to put pressure on your opponent. That's one way to use it. Another way to use drive rush is to keep consistent pressure after a knockdown. So let's say I hit Jamie with a combo, I want to get in. Doing a double dash takes too long. So what I usually do is hit a drive rush so I could get there quicker. Of course, that becomes better once you understand frame data, because you can learn better setups with that situation. With trial and error, you'll figure it out and practice. So let me show you like this. Let's say I want to get in, drive rush in, hit him with a poke while he's jabbing, keep the consistent pressure going. I think the most common way to use the drive rush is to extend combos. So, I mean, you pretty much got to know your character combos in order to get that going. So I think the best route for that, look up the character that you are playing, find out the combos, and practice those like so. What the? Another way to use it, I like to use it to trick my opponents. You can shimmy them. If you guys don't know what a shimmy is, it's basically when you get an opponent in a knockdown, you basically trick them by going slightly forward and going back to make them throw out and whiff a button, so you can then punish for whiffing that said button. I usually do this after a hard knockdown. I drive rush in, act like I'm going to attack. As I see the opponent getting up, I hold backwards, try to bait out a DP. If they do the DP, I go for my punish, go for a grab. They miss me, I can attack them and then go for another punish. And if they do nothing, we reset to neutral. Cool.
This is not only to protect their life bar, but also their nerves. What? How?
because a lot of people assume when you do the drive rush that you're going to throw out an attack, and most people will wake up with a DP, and then from there you could give them the full punish. Simple as that. I hope this guide helped you guys out. I promise you, if you guys use this, you'll be diamond master in no time. I'm on my way to master. Y'all already know what it is. TDN signing out. Yo, yo, yo.